You ready for this?
Yes,
Dun, dun,
sir.
dun, 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 dun. What we got this week, Andrew? Welcome in, guys, to another episode of Milk Dawgs.
It's our weekly picks. Week 10.
Week
It's a big
10.
one. We got some divisional games. Not a whole lot of good divisional games, but they're happening.
We got people playing people
Yeah, we sure do.
in
Uh,
America, in Germany, wherever you want it, bub. We got you.
yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah. Starting out with the Thursday nighter, we got the Raiders Broncos. That's a divisional game. One of my buddies told me they should never play divisional games on Thursday because it's so because it favors the
Pivotal.
home team
Mm, yeah,
because you know because it's a divisional game and it means so much more than just a non-conference game like
that makes sense.
division games shouldn't be played on Thursday night.
Yeah, I think I can see why they schedule them for prime time, obviously. But no, I'm kind of with that. I think they should. That should be like the big non-divisional game of the week. Should be those Thursday night
Yeah, I mean, if you want to
primetime
have a
games,
if you want to have a divisional game, just play it like
or even
Saturday
Monday
night
night.
or Sunday night, Monday night.
Yeah, like they could just swap. Spoiler alert: Eagles and Packers play this week. They could just swap those games.
Yeah,
Like Eagles Packers, that's not a divisional game. Put that on Thursday,
yeah. I mean, or the
and
Chargers Steelers. That's not a divisional game either.
yeah, and
It's a conference game. It's a conference game, but I mean,
yeah,
division
just
games mean a lot more
yeah, just swap them because that can shake things up. I mean, it's not going to matter. It's
with
not
this
like
one.
either of them are going to lose first or last place, but
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
I see the reasoning. I can get behind that.
yeah, I mean, because like, what if you have, let's say later in the year, right? You got the Broncos
Chiefs,
10-5, Chiefs 10-5, right? And it's a fucking Thursday night game, and
and it's at Arrowhead,
yeah.
or yeah,
I mean, that's just
there's just another thing going against them. No,
yeah,
yeah, I'm for that. I agree.
yeah. But
Uh,
this is a
yeah,
divisional game
yeah,
that we disagree with on Thursday nights now.
yeah, and not a particularly good one to
Yeah.
me.
So I mean, this divisional game doesn't really matter as much,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
we think they're all equal.
Yeah, we think all of them, none should be on Thursday night.
Yeah. But we
Uh,
got the Raiders going to Denver, Mile High Stadium.
yeah, I
I
think
don't I don't know if there's much contest here.
no, I think it would take some very heroic efforts from
Bowers
I'd
having
say
another hat trick.
Bowers and JNT. Yeah, would have to really throw some stuff together, but and the Raiders defense would have to show up. But I could see this being at least somewhat close, especially if Bowers does show up. Just because, like the Broncos, for the first 3 quarters of every game, they look so slow on offense. Like they don't look that great on offense. And it's like Bo Nix is like it's like the Men in Black. Like for 3.5 quarters, you're like, man, this guy kind of sucks. And then he hits you with a little memory wipe because he has some crazy comeback or like game winning drive or something nuts. And you're like, oh, this guy's a beast. And
Yeah.
then they win. And that's every week. I feel like that happens.
Jesus Christ. We got Tommy Lee Jones out here leading the fucking Broncos to
Yeah,
victories.
it's something else. But I do
Genty
think they're gonna win this week. But
Genty's the one with the thing. He's like, watch this.
yeah,
Bo Nix out here slinging this bitch.
uh, it's something else. But no, I don't think the Broncos will have that hard of a time. I think this defense is too good. Um, I think Brock Bowers is like their biggest threat though, just because they have some great pass rushers. They have some great corners, obviously. I don't think the Raiders receivers are going to be able to do a lot, but it's kind of that like middle ground protection that I think is their weakest point, which is where the tight end is. So
I mean, Bowers is, yeah, I mean, he came back. He looked fucking good last
yeah,
week.
as good as ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he ain't lost step.
No,
I mean, he looks older than fuck, but he's
yeah,
still,
he's out there
yeah,
doing his thing. That's for
yeah.
sure.
But I'm taking the Broncos in Mile High.
Yeah,
I don't really have much faith in Geno. Geno's like vintage Geno, where he sucks.
yeah. I think we're gonna see a handful of Raiders turnovers here. This could be a good week to pick up the Broncos defense, actually.
Yeah.
But who knows? Sometimes these Thursday night games are just you know,
A
punt
barn burner.
fest. Yeah,
A barn
or
burner.
that. Yeah, kind of one way or the other.
Yeah.
But
Moving on to
yeah,
Sunday morning
the
in
international
Germany.
game,
Berlin
Berlin.
game.
Yep, Falcons Colts. The most inconsistent team in the league, I would say. The Atlanta Falcons
Yeah.
against the Colts, who last week looked,
Like they got reset.
yeah, they looked like a team with Daniel Jones at quarterback.
Yeah.
Um,
Instead of a team before with Daniel Jones at quarterback,
yeah,
now it's vintage Daniel Jones at quarterback.
it's yeah, vintage Daniel Jones game. Um,
5 turnovers
yeah,
by him.
that was, I mean, it was like surreal almost what was happening because I haven't seen. Have you seen the clip of like Daniel Jones, like the up close shot they got of him pre snap? And it's like the Giants Daniel Jones came out for a moment where like his eyes are real big and he's like looking around like he doesn't know what's going on. And
Dude, I was watching some of it. Dude, every time he passed it, dude, it was just so fucking low. It's just getting batted right in the air, and that's why they're picking it off. I'm like,
yeah, and
what are you
it's
doing?
they it was something else. But I don't know. I don't think this Falcons team is good enough to really handle it. And
That's the Colts that I picked at the beginning of the season, only won 5
yeah,
games.
exactly. That was what we thought was
Yeah.
going to happen week in and week out.
Yeah. I
But
don't know if that's going to happen for the rest of the season. Maybe that was just a fluke game, or it could be the
yeah,
rest of the season. And then you're just on a downward spiral. Colts fans on suicide watch.
yeah. I mean, at
Don't do
least
it.
at the very least, they have 7 wins,
Yeah.
and no one can take that away from them.
Yeah. But they could go
Uh,
7 and
they sure can. Yeah,
10. Hell of a
Th-
downward spiral.
that
8
would be
straight loss.
something else. But
JT on an MVP season just shit the bed.
oh, that
Oh
would be
my god.
terrible. But no, I don't think this Falcons defense has the juice, which I didn't think the Steelers defense did either last week. But who was it? Cameron Hayward came out and he was like, defensive line needs to step it up. We all need to get it together, and they
TJ looked
did.
good.
That
TJ
that
looked
whole
good.
defensive line looked really good last week.
Yeah.
The Colts offensive line looked like they had never played together before.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Mike Tomlin was cooking up, but it worked.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I mean, Arthur Smith really wasn't doing nothing on the sideline for the offense. The offense kind of just the
the
Steelers' offense was
offense
kind of like,
that was
meh.
the lowest air yards per attempt Aaron Rodgers has ever had. It was less than 3 yards in the air per attempt. Um, it was like I think they had like one pass play where he was over 10 yards in the air
Yeah, that's what
the
I'm
entire
saying.
game. Yeah,
That's
which is
the that's
insane.
vintage Arthur Smith back in when he was coaching the Falcons.
Yeah. Um,
My God, that was just a vintage game, guys. You all missed it if you didn't watch it.
yeah, it was a real throwback to like two
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah.
Um, but no, it was
Daniel Jones' whole career, the Steelers' defense whole career, whole defensive fucking time, and then
yeah,
you had the Falcons, or not the Falcons, the
it was
Arthur Smith led offense.
it was a real time machine game. Uh, but yeah, this week I don't think the Falcons can do that. I think the Falcons they do some tricky things on third downs and stuff, but I think the Colts are going to be back with a vengeance, especially at home at Lucas Oil. You know, no, it's in
No, bro,
Berlin.
yeah.
My bad.
At home, Berlin,
At
Lucas Oil,
home in Berlin.
Lucas Oil.
Yeah,
However they say oil in Germany.
yeah. Anyway, but
Oh,
yeah, they I still think either way, Germany, Indiana, regardless.
same place.
Yeah, I think the Colts have got this one.
Not that much. Not that much. Time in the plane and
Yeah,
the
no,
jet
they'll be all
lag.
right.
I'm taking the Colts.
Yeah, I got the Colts.
He's got the Colts. We're moving on to normal Sunday games at noon. We got the Browns playing the Jets.
This is
Jets, 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 Jets.
two bottom teams in the league. A combined 3 wins between these teams.
The Jets coming off the win, going on a bye. How are they going to come back out? Is
Yeah,
Justin Fields going to
Browns
be?
also off a bye.
Yeah.
Usually the bye week helps, whoever's coming up, but now they both have a bye. Um, Brees Hall was looking great before the bye. I mean, they also played the Bengals, but Brees Hall's looking good. Justin Fields was looking good. Once again, it was the Bengals, but
I mean, yeah, Miles Garrett was looking good, 5 sacks before the fucking bye.
yeah, he was
So,
something
I
else.
mean,
Which
Jesus
did
Christ.
not that one didn't translate to a win, but
Yeah.
still,
I mean, five
uh,
fucking sacks, though.
yeah, I think this could be a big game for the running backs. Quinshon Judkins has been looking good.
He has been.
He did have some injury issues before the bye, but hopefully that extra week kind of knocks that out.
It is
But
kind of a coin flip game. Like, is Dylan Gabriel going to play worth the fuck?
yeah,
Or is Justin Fields going to play worth the fuck? I mean,
yeah,
I don't.
and this is one where it's like,
In MetLife, I'm taking the Browns
yeah, I think I got the Browns too. Just
off
looking
their
at like
defense.
looking at each side of each team, it's like both offenses are really hit or miss and aren't that great. Miss most of the time. The Jets defense has not been good, but the Browns defense has been good all year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of only one team has a good unit to send
Yeah.
out there. So
1/4 of the game is going to be awesome.
yeah, so I think the Browns defense is who has my trust in this game. So I'm taking the Browns as well.
Yeah. Moving on to the Saints Panthers. Panthers coming off a big win in Lambeau.
Yeah,
Rico
Saints.
Dowdle had like 150 yards on us, I think, total.
Yeah,
160 altogether. Rushing,
two
receiving.
touchdowns, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a tough one,
Yeah.
pill to swallow. But
That wasn't that tough.
I don't think the Saints can do a whole lot more. Um, I think I would be interested to see if Bryce Young goes over 150 yards this week,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of faith in the Saints. Um, that I mean,
When the
it's tough.
Saints come marching in,
Yeah, they
they're going to take this L in Carolina.
yeah, it's at Carolina as well. It's even worse.
Yeah.
And
I
this
don't know how
Panthers
much worse that
defense,
is.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's even worse for the Saints odds. They went from like a 5% chance to win down to like a two, but
2.5
two and
over
a
under.
half, we'll say. But no, I mean the Panthers defense has looked solid too. It's probably not a good week for Alvin Kamara again, but I got the Panthers on this one.
I'm also taking the Panthers. I just can't pick the Saints. I just can't
It's
do it.
hard to.
This should be a good one. Patriots at the Bucks. Both pretty solid teams. Bucks coming off a bye. Patriots coming off of almost a letdown because they let the
Yeah,
Falcons come back and they beat them by a point. But I mean, Vrabel's a hell of a coach. Todd Boyles in that
Bulls.
Bowles.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a
he's a good coach.
he's a hell of a coach. Uh, I feel like the Bucks get this because it's in Tampa.
I'm gonna say the Patriots get this one, just because I am concerned because Booty is hurt, but I don't know. Drake May has just been something else all year.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
this one will probably be a prove it game for Drake May to me. So like because
yeah,
I mean we know what Baker is, we know how much of a competitor Baker is. If Drake May can go in to Tampa and beat a solid team, this is a solid team, the Bucks.
yeah.
I will give them their flowers.
I Drake May has proven all he needs to prove to me.
No, I mean he's good.
Um,
He's been
I know
good.
I understand what you're saying, but no, I think I've turned into a Drake May believer. I
I was
think
a Drake May believer last year when he got drafted third
I was not.
behind behind Caleb Williams and fucking Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I was not big on Drake May out of college, but that was mostly Mitch Trubisky PTSD. So,
Ah.
but now I mean he's looking pretty great out there, and obviously very well coached. Stephon Diggs wasn't looking bad last week either, so we'll see. But I'm taking the Patriots on this one.
I'm gonna take the Bucks at home. I think Baker and them coming off a bye. I feel like I don't know if Godwin's gonna be back yet. I don't know when Godwin's coming back,
I'm not sure.
but I feel like all the pieces they have there are still solid. I mean,
Tez
you know,
Johnson has been playing well too.
Tez Johnson's been good. Cam, I can't remember his last name. Might be Johnson as well. I think he's a rookie wide receiver. He made a couple plays when Mike Evans went out a couple weeks ago. But Kate Otten's there. You got
Yeah,
the rushing duo. You got Irving and White. I just feel like the Bucks defense has always been solid.
yeah. I think also,
I mean, you got Levante David, the never aging Levante David at middle
yeah,
linebacker.
I do think who's that D tackle they have?
Via
Yeah.
Via Vea.
Um, I feel like the thing about the Buccaneers though, is they are. I feel like they match up really well against like run heavy teams. Which is surprising because they get into a lot of shootouts. But and the Patriots cannot run the ball. Like they are terrible at running the ball.
Yeah,
And I feel like as long as the Patriots understand that and don't try to overdo it, I don't think they'll have too much of an issue. Um, but this is a good defense, and I think a lot of that is from Todd Bowles. Um,
yeah.
but no, I still believe in the Patriots on this one, which sucks to say. We only got like I don't even
2 or
know,
3 years
yeah, a handful of years of the
sucking.
Patriots not being in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take the Bucks. He's got the Patriots. Moving on, Ravens at Vikings. Vikings just coming off a big win. Ravens coming off a huge win. Lamar, Andrews look good.
Yeah,
Uh, I feel like the
Derrick Henry's
Raven.
been looking good again.
I think the Ravens are back. I don't think. I mean, the Vikings defense with Brian Flores has always been pretty solid. I
Yeah,
give him that, but
I do think
I don't think they're gonna be able to stop Lamar and them,
no.
even at home.
I think also the Vikings defense is like perfect for playing against like Jared Goff, where it's like
A non-mobile
yeah,
quarterback,
like
really.
Jared Goff doesn't like moving out of the pocket a whole lot, and he doesn't like the pressure in your face, and that's where like all the Vikings were just going straight up the middle. And Lavar, I mean, I feel like has no issue handling that.
Yeah,
And so I don't think he'll be nearly as phased as Jared Goff was last week. And Ravens defense has been looking better every week essentially especially since Roquan came back.
yeah.
Um, so I mean, as the more guys they get back from injury, the better the Ravens are going to be, and the more they're going to look like.
And they got rid of a fucking someone that was bringing them down on defense. They got rid of Jair.
Yeah, they did get rid of
Yeah. Uh,
who traded for
the
him.
Eagles. Eagles have traded
That's
for
right.
for Phillips, Jair,
Yeah,
and Michael Carter from the Jets.
yeah, they needed it a little bit, some juice on defense. But yeah, no,
I'm
I mean,
taking the Ravens.
yeah, I got the Ravens on this one.
Moving on, we got the Bills Dolphins.
Divisional matchup,
Yeah,
not a great one again.
I'm taking the Bills. There's not much to say here. Tua. I mean, I know Buffalo kind of plays shitty when they go to Miami,
Yeah,
but because it's warmer weather, Florida flu, that's a thing.
yeah,
All these North teams that are always in the cold weather, they take their whole families down to Florida when they go to Florida to play Miami, Tampa, Jacksonville, and they fucking have like a mini vacation while they're down there. And then they get this, they call it the Florida flu because they're down there loving life, enjoying life, and then they fucking like, oh shit, we gotta go play football,
yeah,
and then they kind of just come out stumbling, and then they get beat.
yeah,
But I don't think Josh Allen and them are gonna do that. Josh
yeah.
Allen, I mean, they proved something last week that they still got the regular season against the Chiefs. That's
They
five
sure
and one
do.
now.
Yeah, it's five in a row, I think, too.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, no, I got the Bills. I think also, kind of like what you're saying with them dropping some games when they go to Miami. I feel like in the past, before what's his name, Joe Brady was their offensive coordinator, it was a real problem when they were passing so much. Like when it was what's his name, Ken Dorsey was their OC,
okay.
and they ran like a spread offense like all the time, and they were passing it a ton. And it's not like their offense was bad, but now they're more of
James
like that
Cook.
smash mouth style, like where they're running it a lot more.
Yeah,
And I think when like you have this kind of scenario where it's like you're traveling a lot and everybody might not be on their A game, like James, like leaning on your run game is kind of how you get out of that. Like that's going to be your most consistent part. And the Dolphins' offense has looked awful almost every week.
yeah.
So
Besides that one week when they played the Falcons, they beat the shit out of them.
yeah,
That's the
so
only time that they look good all season.
yeah, so I don't have a lot of faith in the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bills.
Definitely taking the Bills here.
Yeah.
Moving on. Giants at the Bears. Chicago coming off a big comeback. I mean, not really comeback because they were ahead by 14 with 2 minutes left and let it get an onside kick to tie the game or take the lead.
Yeah. The onside kick was a mess,
Yeah,
but
but they still came back and won.
winning is all that matters.
Yeah. The Giants, I mean, they still look good even without Cam, without Scatterbo. I mean,
Yeah.
Jackson Dart still look good. I mean, they ain't got Scatterbo, they ain't got fucking Malik Neighbors, and they still
Yeah,
put
they're
up
still doing great.
24. They put up 24 against the Niners.
Yeah, Slayton looks good too, and he's always been good. He just, has never been like
Inconsistent.
the number one guy just because he doesn't always show up. But no, the Giants have looked pretty good. Their defense is solid, of course. Um, I don't know. To me, it's the biggest thing is I feel like week to week the Bears' wins depend on if they get the run game going, and this
Yeah,
is a tough team to run against.
yeah.
So I think that'll be a big question mark. But
In Chicago,
in Chicago, that helps. Um,
I do love Jackson Dart though. Fuck.
it's scary sometimes watching him play. He takes some hits, and it's kind of we were talking before about Jaden Daniels getting hurt, and like the not sliding thing is it's a little scary sometimes when you see your rookie quarterback out there, trying to truck linebackers, and sometimes it works, but one of these days he's going to meet somebody who hits a lot harder, and it's not going to be great.
Yeah.
But and we've already seen him have some injury scares. But yeah, no, I do like Jackson Dart though. I think if he had a little bit healthier of an offense would definitely help, but a little more consistent of a team, they'd be looking pretty good out there.
I'm gonna take the Bears though at home.
I got the Bears as well.
The Giants fun to watch. I mean, with Cam, if Scatterbo was there, I'd probably take the Giants, but Tracy and Singletary really didn't help last
Yeah,
week. And I mean, it was
and
just Jackson Dart trying to carry the team on his back. I mean, he did solid. I mean, he's just playing CMC Kittle. You
yeah,
know, he's just playing a team that's already loaded.
and the Bears have C.J. Gardner Johnson out there now.
Yeah,
They're gonna get in the heads of the Giants players. That's gonna be the key to this game. Is
yeah,
Jackson Dart's gonna throw some punches or something?
yeah.
Not really, but no, I got the Bears.
Got the Bears as well.
Hopefully, Manon guy gets some more carries.
Jags at the Texans. Trevor Lawrence and the fuck around gang playing the Texans. If CJ Stroud plays, I take the Texans. If he doesn't, I'm gonna take Jaguars.
Yeah, I don't think he will either.
Yeah,
I think honestly, I'm taking the Jags either way.
yeah,
Um, the Texans have been so hit or miss,
dude.
and I
Their
feel like
offense.
yeah, and I feel like it relies so much on how the other team plays that like it's hard to trust them. Like I feel like a lot of like the wins they have, not like game wins, but like wins they have on plays and offense are like the defense messes up and leaves somebody open, or like I think it's not necessarily them making a ton of plays, but it's the defense not making plays, if that makes sense.
I mean, dude, I came out in the beginning of the season and sat there and said this is CJ's prove year because he ain't really done nothing
Yeah,
since his
and
rookie year. And I mean, dude, they're 3-5. They're not really. He's not. I mean, I get it. He's hurt now, but like before he got hurt, he really wasn't proving anything to be like, oh my god, this might be an actual guy.
yeah, and I don't think his team is really helping him a whole lot.
I
This
mean, their
is
defense is.
their defense has been great. Their running game has been awful.
Yeah,
Um, their I don't know. Their receivers keep getting hurt. It's tough to. It's honestly, I think it's difficult to say. I like C.J. Stroud. He's not my favorite or anything, but I don't think he's bad by any means. He just, I don't know. This,
he's turning into a typical Ohio State quarterback.
this team, I feel, yeah, it's tough to say, for me at least. But this team has just been super inconsistent on offense.
Yeah,
Um, and I think that offensive line is at the core because he gets hit a lot.
yeah. We're taking the Jags. Moving
Jags.
on, we got the Cardinals, Seahawks. I'm just definitely taking the Seahawks here.
Yeah,
I have no
Seahawks.
I have no faith in Kyler Murray, Brissett, any of them, whoever's starting quarterback. because I don't think Kyler played this week. But
Yeah, and I don't know what they're gonna do about that because I feel like they still believe in Kyler Murray, and it's like that offense has just not been performing.
yeah,
And it's like I don't know if it's obviously they've had some injury issues, but it's like you have Marvin Harrison Jr. like looks good pretty consistently. He had some issues with like drops and stuff earlier in the year,
and you got Trey
but
McBride.
yeah, him and Trey McBride sometimes they just like don't throw them the ball, and
Yeah,
it's like I don't know if it's a coaching issue or a quarterback issue. Like it's so hard to tell from an outsider's perspective.
I mean Kyler Murray probably can't see it down the field.
Yeah, yeah,
He can't see over the offensive line. He's like, guys, bend down a little bit. I can't see
yeah.
down there. Oh shit, they're oh fuck, it's too late.
I feel like the ultimate test. This is for any team in the NFL. If it's a quarterback or coaching issue, roll Joe Flacco out there and see what happens. We found out Bengals that wasn't a coaching issue. That was just they had Jake Browning out there because they went to
Yeah,
scoring 30 plus every game after Flacco showed up.
yeah. I mean, because Flacco's like, dude, I got Jamar Chase. Why am I not? Why don't we just throw it to him
Exactly.
fucking
He's
30
like
fucking times?
the most common sense quarterback you can have,
Yeah,
and I feel like that's how you figure out what your offense is. Is like the Browns figured out, we should be running the ball as much as possible because we don't have any receivers.
yeah.
Um, Bengals found out, let's throw it to Jamar 25 times a game, and it's
And then
gonna
and
work.
then this last game, they're like, man, T Higgins open now because we're fucking force feeding the ball
Yeah,
to fucking Jamar Chase every damn play. And then they're like, oh my God, now we can run a little bit. Chase Brown, here you go, bub. Get some rushing
yeah,
yards.
exactly. It's you know, I called Bo Nix, the man in black or men in black. Joe Flacco is kind of the equalizer. You know what I mean?
Hell
He's
yeah.
gonna he's gonna show you what's up.
Yeah.
You know, um, that's what I say. Cardinals sign Joe Flacco,
Yeah. We'll see.
and
We'll see if it's
you'll find out real quick what the problem is with your offense.
John Gannon. Isn't that their coach?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
something Gannon. But I'm taking the Seahawks at home, 12th man. I don't really have faith in the Cardinals.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold has been
Ben lights
crazy.
out. Yeah, I mean, he's
Uh,
been MVP level this year.
yeah, I got the Seahawks too.
Moving on, we got the Lions Commanders. Uh, what's his name out for the season?
Jaden
Yeah,
Daniels
Daniels.
and Marshawn Lattimore,
Yeah,
both
I
out
mean
for the
Lattimore
season.
really ain't done shit since he left New Orleans.
Yeah, he's had all kinds of problems though.
But taking Lions here, they just come off a loss to the Vikings,
Yeah,
so they kind of need this.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if this is like, every year the Lions have like a 45, like 50 point game. I wouldn't be surprised if we just see a repeat of what happened with the Seahawks and like Jared Goff. Like every year he has a couple games where he has
Perfect
like
passer
one
rating.
incompletion, and like I wouldn't be shocked at all if that's what we see again. Just because of how
Old that defense.
crippled this defense is and whole team, and how predictable and old this defense
Yeah,
is just like what are you gonna do at that point when you have Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery and Amon Ra and Jamison Williams running around out there
yeah,
and Sam Laporta and all these guys.
yeah. We're both taking Lions here. Moving,
Lions.
moving on. Rams at the Niners. You go ahead and talk about it. I'm looking up a stat real
Yeah.
quick.
This is another one. The 49ers have been such a weird team because it's like one week they'll look awful. And then the next week it's like Christian McCaffrey is turned into, you know, prime Christian McCaffrey and he's out there carrying them. But I got the Rams on this one just because the Rams have been, I think, the most consistent team in the NFL. And it's kind of like every week they show up. And I think that's, if nothing else, a testament at least to how well coached they are. But you could say the same thing about the 49ers because I think that's what's won them a lot of these games is just how well coached they are. Shanahan has been great, and how consistent they or how much they stay true to their identity, if that makes sense.
So I was looking up
Head to head.
head to head. I thought McVay had it, but Kyle Shanahan has a 11-7 record against Sean McVay. So the Niners have a slight lead in it. Oh man, I feel like the Rams though are the better team here
Yeah,
because
I think Puka
they're all around.
could play a role if he's hurt, though.
Yeah, if Puka's hurt though, yeah, I mean it's definitely going to take a hit to the Rams team. I mean, Puka's just fucking crazy, dude. I mean, but
Yeah.
I mean, CMC has looked like old CMC, like you were saying.
Yeah, and it's like every other week he looks like that. Like there will be some
I
weeks
think there
where
was only like 1 week really. He's looked like shit all year,
yeah,
to be honest.
I'll find it
Yeah,
if
because
you
I
talk
have
about
him
it.
in fantasy. Look, I'll just pull it up real quick.
But
Yeah, I think CMC has been pretty solid all season. That's not what the fuck.
but
That don't even make sense. Why is it pulling up? It's pulling up the same fucking team. Oh, there we go. Yeah,
let's
like
see.
CMC. I mean, he's only had 1 week where he's only had nine. Yeah, every other week, dude, he's put up fucking
To
yards.
me, like he's only been over 100 rushing yards twice.
Yeah, but I mean,
Um,
he's been over fucking.
he gets a lot of receiving work, but that's I am leaning more towards the rushing. For fantasy though, yeah, that is nuts.
I mean, he's been
Um,
solid.
because that's I remember going into the I think it was the Texans game. He didn't have 100 yards rushing yet, and then he went, or it might have been the Falcons game, and then he went crazy in that game, and he had like 200 all-purpose yards. But
I mean, that's what
because
CMC's always been though, even with Carolina, right?
yeah, he was catching a
He's
lot.
always been an all-purpose guy. He's never
Yeah,
been a true just running back.
yeah. To me, for this game, I think the run game plays a big role,
I
just
mean,
because
Williams
Kieran
ain't really
Williams,
Kyron Williams ain't
yeah,
been doing shit
he's been
really.
rough. Obviously Blake Corum hasn't done much.
I think last
Um,
year Kyron Williams, dude, he never dude, his average rush yard was less than 3 yards a carry the
yeah,
entire
no,
season.
he's been super inefficient. They just give him the ball a ton, and he gets touchdowns.
Yeah, just
But yeah, no, I think it's like a time of possession thing, and this is one where it's like two, I would say, really good offenses. The Rams are definitely a very good offense. The 49ers are a good offense. I haven't watched enough 49ers except for the last like 3 weeks, but I think when you hold on to the ball a lot, that's just less chance for the other team to score.
I mean that's what these two coaches do to each other.
Yeah,
They are definitely time like especially when they play each other like this game. This would be a long fucking game for everybody to watch. I mean,
yeah,
it'd be technically a short game because they'll just be trying to run the clock out to
yeah.
just try to win the game because that's what they do to each other.
It's kind of
Like,
one of those where like if you're confident your guys can score, then it's like we might as well hold the ball as long as possible, then score at the last second so we're up at the end of
yeah,
you know
each
ideally
quarter,
the
yeah,
game,
yeah,
but each quarter, each half, that kind of thing.
yeah. I'm still going to take the Rams here. I think earlier in the season, I think the Niners beat the Rams at in LA, so I think it's just going to flip here.
Yeah, I got the Rams.
Moving on, we got Sunday night football. We got the Steelers at the Chargers. Steelers coming off a big win. Chargers coming off a struggling win against the Titans.
That was a rough one. Joe Alt is out for the season.
Joe Alt out for the season.
Just rough.
I
This
mean,
Chargers O line has been
yeah. I mean,
destroyed.
and we just seen what they did against a O line that was pretty good with the Colts.
Yeah. Um, I
And
think
yeah, I'm gonna take Steelers here. I feel like if the Steelers defense plays like they just did against the Colts and just wrecks Herbert's life back there,
yeah,
because the Steelers will have home field advantage here because there'll be so many more Steelers fans there in LA than there will be Chargers. I mean, that's
yeah,
just how it is in every LA game.
yeah. I agree. I think especially if the Steelers defense shows up like that, not even necessarily the turnovers, but just like
Pressure.
dominating that offensive line. That'll be a huge game changer. I mean, if anyone's used to it, Justin Herbert is. So it might not play as big of a factor as I think it will, but it definitely won't hurt. Another stat that I saw actually this last week in that Steelers and Colts game, the Steelers average like possession, like field position at the start of a possession was their 47-yard line. So on average, they were starting every possession at midfield. So if you get in that situation, I mean, if you have to go like 30 yards
Yeah,
to
with
consistently
Boswell.
get points,
Yeah, with Boswell. Fuck, he can
um,
just get barely to the 40.
yeah, and I think they were also last in first down percentage. Like they just weren't getting the 10 yards they needed from the 50. But But anyway, no, I do think this
Crazy.
Chargers defense is a little bit worse than the Colts. Um, so I think I'm going to take the Steelers as well. Although this could be, if we see the Steelers defense regress again, then this could be, a Chargers game. But um,
I
I
think the
mean,
Steelers defense kind of got it set in.
yeah, I
They
hope so
they
because
got
I
their
think it's more
footing.
exciting if they do. But no, I think I got the Steelers. As long as this defense keeps showing up like that, they're going to stay in a lot of games.
Yeah, I got the Steelers as well. Moving on, we got the Eagles at the Packers.
The Brazil rematch.
The Brazil rematch from last year in Green Bay. Green Bay coming off an embarrassing loss to the Panthers. They looked like shit the entire game. I kind of half-ass watched it because I was so pissed off.
Yeah, lost
Uh,
their number one receiver
yeah,
essentially.
Tucker Craft
Um,
out for the season, torn ACL. But my only faith here is, for some fucking reason, Green Bay likes playing to the level of the competition they're playing. So they're thinking the Eagles just won the Super Bowl, so they're gonna play to that fucking level. So
yeah,
it should be a fucking good game at least. And I'm obviously gonna pick the Packers. Like I'm always gonna pick the Packers. I mean, even though
the odds are stacked against
the
it a
odds
little
are,
bit.
yeah, they're definitely stacked against us. I mean, especially all the moves the Eagles made on this bye week.
Yeah, I think if the people that the Eagles have traded for um, are like acclimated to the team at all, and I'm sure they won't play the full game,
Yeah,
but I think if they get like at least a decent amount of reps and actually play a lot, I think that makes this a lot harder for the Packers because that was kind of like, if anything, I think the Packers could hang in there as far as scoring, just because the Eagles' offense hasn't looked that great and their defense has looked pretty average as well. But I don't know. I think if those guys are playing, it's going to be a lot harder for this offense.
dude. You know something funny, dude? I was watching it. It was I think third quarter. Green Bay 5 possessions in a row within the 15-yard line. Didn't have a single point.
I saw that. Yeah,
I was like,
they.
5 fucking possessions
Yeah,
in the
no,
fucking
it's
red zone
crazy.
against the
Um,
Panthers. I'm just
they.
like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I did see another thing, and this is another issue I think they'll run into if this Eagles defense starts to show up. Is the Packers, I think, get to third down more than any other team, and which isn't too much of a problem, or it hasn't been so far because they've been really good on third downs, which they have been a little hit or miss, where it's like they either get like 30 yards on third down or they, get like two and they don't get it. But at least what I've seen. But I think if this Eagles defense is there, then it's going to make those a lot harder, especially if they keep getting to third down.
I mean, yeah, I mean, Love threw a fucking dude. He did a Jordan Love move from the year before. He just
Oh,
terrible
that
fucking
pick, or
underthrown
it should have
ball.
been a pick.
No, no, both of them. That one should have been a pick.
That one
The
was,
fucking the underthrown ball was stupid. I'm like,
yeah,
dude, what are you doing? Like, there was no, like, because he was getting hit. So I'm like, you're not even going to be able to put your fucking entire strength into it.
yeah.
And it was fucking 5 yards short.
He does what you were saying Caleb Williams does, where it's like on third down, like they feel like they have to like go try to make a huge play. And it's
I
yeah,
mean,
I mean it's
the
just
week prior, they did, like, Love didn't and Caleb Williams did.
yeah,
This week they flipped.
yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
like, what are we
And it's
doing?
like, and I think that's just how that goes. Is like when you're out there, trying to like make these huge throws, it's either gonna go your way or it's not. And it just kind of depends on, I feel like a lot of times it depends on who you're throwing it to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, he was throwing it to Watson. Watson ain't going to really ever try to fight to come back to the ball.
no, and he's not very big either.
Yeah.
So even if he does, it's going to be a hard time for him.
But I'm taking the Packers
But
at home. I
I got
mean,
the Eagles on this one.
we
I
need
think
this.
I think especially with how rough the Packers run defense looked last week. Um, it's one thing going against Rico Dowdle and then going against Saquon Barkley,
I mean, dude, that was
which
their whole game plan going in the game. We're going to just hand this motherfucker to Rico.
yeah,
Rico was out there holding his shoulder, hurt, getting off the field. Like, dude, he was just, and they're like,
yeah,
we're still going to hand it to this motherfucker. We don't give a
yeah.
shit.
Bryce Young only had like 11 pass attempts or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I think 7 of them were to Rico.
Yeah, so No, I got the Eagles. I think especially if they can run the ball, even an ounce like the Panthers did, then Saquon just has to do the rest.
And I mean, I'm pretty sure, like when we were playing the Panthers, there was a majority of the fucking passes and the rushes that Rico had. He was hitting the backfield,
Yeah,
and he still just got out of it. Like because for some reason Green Bay's like, you know what, we're not gonna fucking actually wrap up this week.
yeah,
We're just gonna fucking try to do shoulder tackles because that's how you
and
do it in
that's
the fucking NFL.
the other thing is Green. I feel like the Packers were like, if not the best, I would say one of the best tackling teams in the NFL. And it was like that was their defense was like, they might not be like the best, but it's like as soon as you catch the ball, they're gonna tackle you, and like they
Yeah,
don't give up a lot of yards after the catch, or a lot of yards like after contact, that
yeah,
kind of thing. But yeah, no, last week was just like a little bit of
dude, they
a
just look like
identity crisis.
yeah, they just look like a
I think
shell of themselves. They kind of just play like shit.
I think what happened was when they played the Steelers defense monster jammed them as they left. They took all their powers into a little football and they brought it.
Probably.
They kept it there at Heinz Field or whatever they call it now.
Yeah, Ash or whatever the fuck. It starts with an A.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fake.
Yeah,
Um,
Heinz Ketchup Field.
yeah, that's all I know it as.
I got the Packers. He's got the Eagles.
Eagles. Yep. But some pretty solid games this week overall. Then some what look like are going to be beatdowns.
Yeah.
Um,
And then I love how we just bitched about it, but next week is a divisional game on Thursday night.
yeah, no,
Fucking stupid.
they heard whoever told you that they were like, you know what? Every week this year, divisional game on Thursdays.
Yeah.
We're sticking to it.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of ridiculous. I'd never thought about that, but no, I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway,
Oh man.
there's three Thursday night. Oh, that's Thanksgiving games.
I know, but two of them are divisional games.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
dude, we got a Friday game too.
You got Black Friday games, son.
Packers Lions on Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that was like last year we played the Dolphins on Thanksgiving, but the year before we played the Lions.
Yeah, that's such a weird game.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
some solid games this week.
yeah,
Um,
8 weeks after this week.
yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. We got like 3 more weeks until those Thanksgiving games.
Yeah. I
Those are
mean,
always my favorite. As far as like non-Bears games or non-inherently Bears games, Thanksgiving is probably my favorite out of all of them.
dude, I love Thanksgiving. I mean, that is one of my like that's my big thing on Thanksgiving is just spending it with your family and fucking football.
Yeah. You always got people trying to put on the Macy's Day Parade,
Yeah, and you're like,
and you
who the
just
fuck are you?
turn on the game and put the remote in your pocket and say, "I don't know where it is."
Yeah,
You know?
it's lost. Then they
Yeah.
pull out their phone and you break that son of a bitch. Fuck
Yeah.
you. You ain't turning
Exactly.
this game on.
Yeah. So I'm ready for it. But no, this week, hoping the Bears get on another win streak.
Yeah, I'm hoping Green Bay turns it around this week
Yeah. Hopefully
because
they recover well.
yeah, we'll see. But if you guys have anything different, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know.
Yeah. Maybe you think the Dolphins are gonna drop
Upset the
40 and
Bills.
beat up the Bills.
Yeah, maybe you think Marcus Mariota somehow just pulls out a dub against the
Lions.
Lions.
Yeah. Who
You know,
knows?
maybe you think the Cardinals, Kyler Murray somehow has his Hall of Fame game
Yeah. Maybe Marvin Harrison Jr. has
coming out party.
yeah, a legacy game.
Yeah, I mean
But
we don't know.
let us know. We don't know. You got to tell us.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what
Yeah.
you guys believe in. Because I believe in the Packers, he believes in the Bears. Other than that, it's all everything else up in the air.
Yeah. It's all
That rhymed too, just so you
it was very
know.
poetic.
That's how I did it. I
But
did that on a reason.
no.
That was scripted.
It's never a bad week in the NFL.
Never is. Unless the Packers lose, then it's a terrible week. I
Yeah.
get pissed off. A lot of fucking cussing. It's not really good watching games with me. But catch you on the next one.